What are homographs? Homographs are words that have the same spelling, different meanings, and maybe have different pronunciations. These variations can make English challenging, but context usually helps determine the correct meaning and pronunciation. Let's have a look at the following examples. Lead or lid. Lead, a type of metal. Example: the old pipes were made of lead. Lid, to guide or direct, to be the first in a series. Example: she will lead the team to victory. He is taking the lead in the race to become president. Address or address. Address, a location where someone lives or an organization is situated. Example: please write down your home address. Address, to speak to deal with or discuss an issue. Example: the manager will address the customers in the office. It is necessary to address the environmental issue urgently. Tear or tear. Tear, to rip, to pull something apart or damage something. A rip or hole in something. Example: be careful not to tear the paper. There was a tear in my shirt after I got caught in a bush. Tear, a drop of liquid from the eye. Example: a tear rolled down her cheek. Moped or moped. Moped, a small, low-powered motorcycle, typically with a pedal-assisted motor. Example: he rides his moped to work every day. Moped, past tense of mope, meaning to be gloomy or in low spirits. Example: she moped around the house all day after the bad news. Dop or dope. Dop, a type of bird, often symbolizing peace, belonging to the pigeon family. Example: a white dop is often used as a symbol of peace. Dope, the past tense of dive, to jump headfirst into water. Example: he dove into the pool to cool off. Bow or bow. Bow, a weapon for shooting arrows or a tied ribbon. Example: he practiced archery with his bow and arrows. She tied her hair with a red bow. Bow, to bend the upper part of the body forward as a gesture of respect or greeting. Example: the actor took a bow after the performance. Compact or pack. Compact, a formal agreement or contract between parties. Example: the two countries signed a compact to boost trade exchange. Pack, to press together or condense something into a smaller space, small and efficiently arranged or designed. Example: he used a machine to pack the soil. She bought a pack car for city driving. wound, or wand, wound, an injury to the body. Example: he had a deep wound on his arm from the accident. Wand, the past tense of wind, meaning to twist or turn. Example: she wound the string around the column. Row, or row, row, a linear arrangement of items or people to propel a boat using oars. Example: the chairs were arranged in a row for the meeting. They usually row across the lake in a small canoe. Row, a dispute or argument, to engage in a dispute or argument. Example: the neighbors had a row over the fence. The two friends often row about who would pay the bill. Sewer, or sower. Sewer, a system for carrying off waste in rainwater. Example: the city has an extensive sewer system to manage rainwater. Sewer, a person who sews. Example: she is a skilled sewer and makes beautiful clothing. Invalid, or invalid. Invalid, a person who is too ill or disabled to care for themselves. Example: the hospital has special facilities for invalids. Invalid, not valid, lacking legal force or authority. Example: the contract was invalid because it was not signed by both parties. Console, or console. Console, a panel or unit to control electronic or mechanical equipment. Example: he plugged the game console into the TV to start playing his favorite video game. Console, to comfort someone at a time of grief or disappointment. Example: after her pet passed away, her friends came over to console her and offer support. Subject, or subject. Subject, a person or thing that is being discussed, described, or dealt with. Describes something that is likely to be affected by something else, or that is dependent on another condition or situation. Example: the subject of the lecture was physics. The flight schedule is subject to change due to weather conditions. Subject, to cause or force to undergo. Example: the proposal was subjected to intense scrutiny before approval. Researchers will subject the samples to further testing. Refuse, or refuse. Refuse, trash or garbage. Example: the refuse was collected every week. Refuse, to decline to accept, do, or allow something. Example: he decided to refuse the job offer because it did not align with his career goals. Attribute, or attribute. Attribute, A quality or feature regarded as a characteristic or inherent part of someone or something. Example: kindness is a human attribute. Attribute: to regard something as being caused by. Example: do you attribute success to luck? Conduct or conduct. Conduct: the manner in which a person behaves. Example: his conduct was exemplary. Conduct: to direct or manage an activity or organization. Example: the tour guide will conduct the group through the museum. Contest or contest. Contest: a competition. Example: she won the singing contest last year. Contest: to challenge or dispute something, such as an outcome or decision. Example: they will contest the election results and ask for re-election. Object or object. Object: a material thing that can be seen and touched. Example: the blue object on the table is a vase. Object: to express or feel disapproval. Example: she objected to the new policy of the company. Project or project. Project: a planned set of tasks or activities designed to achieve a specific goal. Example: we are working on a project about green power. Project: to estimate or forecast something, to display or cast something outward. Example: it is time to project sales for the last quarter. The team will project a new marketing strategy tomorrow.